Hello. Today I'd like to talk about one of your questions about hair growth and hair color. Let's take a look at the question. A silly question. Can plasma give you a closer shave? Can it change your hair color? And we'll come back to the second part of that question later. So, interesting question. Most of the research that I've seen with hair is hair regrowth, and we've done some work with using indirect plasma, treating a proprietary mixture, liquid mixture, and putting it on a scalp to stimulate hair follicles to regrow hair. So regrow hair, yes. Give you a closer shave? I don't think so, but let's think about this one. So there is laser hair removal that seems to work quite well. In that case, plasma could potentially, especially with additive chemicals of some sort, plasma can be used as a photocatalyst to reduce hair growth in the follicles and basically reduce the amount of hair that will regrow. I guess it could be possible. Closer shave? No, I don't think so. Unless you use plasma-treated fluid as a surfactant. So instead of a shaving gel, I guess you could use plasma-treated liquid, which would basically act as a soap. So closer shave, not really. Hair removal, questionable. Hair regrowth, definitely, yes. Very interesting field. Works quite well, better than alternative treatments that we've compared to. The challenge there is how do you commercialize this? Because this is something people would typically do at home, and giving people expensive plasma machines to take home, well, it's not a very good business model. So we'll have to figure something different out there. Now, can plasma change your hair color? Not in the way hair color does, but look, I have some gray hair, and that's basically hair follicles failing to produce pigment. And yes, in preclinical trials, it was shown that plasma can stimulate pigmentation. So basically, if you're going gray, plasma treatment of hair follicles can actually get you to regrow darker hair. So that's kind of cool. Can plasma change your hair color? Can't make it purple, but it can make it, it can make your silver disappear and you regrow more hair and it's going to be darker. It's kind of cool. So it's not that silly of a question. Coming back to the second part of your question. And if you want to work on a project to generate your own ball lightning, I would be totally into that. That one's really challenging because many have tried to weaponize plasma. I believe I've made a video or two on the subject, and it gets really, really tricky. Really, really tricky. You could get started with getting a plasma welder, getting some water, make sure the water is a little bit conductive, add some salt to it, and that could start stimulating ball lightning. Now, you're welding water. So be careful there, buddy. Anyway, so I hope that answers your question. Let me know in the comments section down below if you have more questions like this. Peace.